Okay, guys, welcome back to another fantabulous episode of Two Wacky Pundits, Dr. D and Dr. A.
Howdy.
So, what we got today?
So today, a continuation from last time, we have the very first novel by celebrated author Charles Bukowski. It's called Post Office. Celebrated
author and a guy who doesn't give a fuck.
He's a mass of contradictions, this man. If you were to read him, he can be tender but arrogant. He can be lofty but comforting. He can be all sorts of things to all sorts of people.
Sure, it's not my fucking autobiography. Sure, it's not my autobiography.
It's like porn. It's like reading porn. It's porn for the soul. Because it makes you feel good about yourself. It makes you think about all the things you should have done at certain moments.
It's brutally real.
Brutally real. He doesn't give a fuck. You know, he lives life on his own terms.
Fucking A. That's how it should be.
Not always, obviously. Sometimes he finds something. In Maltese, we say sometimes.
Well, that's in English.
It's a capelli gir. I don't know what the expression in English is.
Someone who made his match.
Meets his match sometimes, but usually he has the upper hand. It's an amazing book in that it catalogues his many failures in love and in work.
Okay.
In love, he gets married. For instance, and he has an argument with his wife. It was an argument. Let me see if I can find the because I read it on Kindle instead of reading it on the book. I read it on Kindle. And the argument goes something like this. This is all capitalized, so you have to imagine it being shouted in their tin-walled rooms. What's wrong with assholes, baby? You've got an asshole, I've got an asshole. You go to the store and buy a porterhouse steak that had an asshole. Assholes cover the earth. In a way, trees have assholes, but you can't find them. They just drop their leaves. Your asshole, my asshole. The world is full of billions of assholes. The president has an asshole. The car wash boy has an asshole. The judge and the murderer have assholes. This is the sort of thing they talk about and they converse about.
Fantastic.
Security, you could get security in jail. 3 squares and no rent to pay. No utilities, no income tax, no child support, no license plate fees, no traffic tickets, no drunk driving raps, no losses at the racetrack, free medical attention, comradeship with those with similar interests, church, round eye, free burial. He's trying to justify life. He's trying to justify life with all its depressing incidents. You know,
he prefers.
If you want security,
go to prison.
You go to prison, but he never wanted security in life, just because from a very early age he always submitted his poems. He kept submitting his poems, even though they kept getting rejected. But he kept trying for 40 years, and it took him about 35 years until perseverance.
So
man. He was so persevering, that guy, and that is what got him through in the end.
Yeah,
because he got into a deal with his publisher. His publisher offered him 25% of his paycheck. He told him, "I will give you 25% of my paycheck, but you become mine. Everything you produce is mine." All right.
Okay.
And he gave him another piece of advice. He told him, if you were to write a novel, it would be better, because novels sell better than books of poetry.
Yeah.
And in 2 weeks, Charles Bukowski phoned him and told him, "I've got it." He told him, "Got what?" "Your novel. Didn't you say you wanted the novel?" He wrote a novel in 2 weeks. What motivated him to write this novel? Fear. Sheer fear.
A fear of failing, you mean? Or
fear of failing.
Of missed opportunity.
And this is the novel, Post Office.
How many pages was it? Let's see.
Oh,
well, if he could fucking knock out a novel in 2 weeks.
It's about 200 pages long. And the type isn't that small, so, you know, it's a kind of mid-range length novel. And it's very fun to read. It's very, very fun to read. Charles Bukowski's works.
I'm always contemplating an autobiography, yeah?
You know, they even made a movie about his life.
That I need to see.
Barfly. But it was a...
Fuck me, alright. Yeah,
it was
yeah.
a complete flop.
Make it work.
It was a complete flop.
Okay, but I didn't know it was that.
Because they chose the completely wrong actor for the role.
Yeah, because Mickey Rourke was totally wasted in those days.
Charles Bukowski was understated. You know, he would go into a bar and said, who missed me today? Mickey Rourke was the complete opposite. He would go into the bar and boisterously proclaim, who missed me today? Who missed me? You know, it's the two opposite characters playing the same role. And in fact, in the documentary Born Into This, this is catalogued, this is mentioned. This is also mentioned.
Okay. I really need to get some more reading.
Because of that failure, that fiasco, Bukowski ended up writing another book called Hollywood.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll review it in a future episode.
All right. Yeah.
About the many corruptions of Hollywood, how Hollywood corrupts the soul and the intellectual process.
Okay.
Of writing a book.
Well, there was a film lately about it as well. Tarantino, no?
Tarantino.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's where it was great.
Brilliant movie.
That really pissed off the feminists because it had nothing in it that had to do with feminism or LGBTQ or anything like that. And because
it was the other way around.
He totally eschewed those topics, they got really mad at him because of that.
Well, Tarantino
doesn't give a fuck. Tarantino doesn't give a fuck about anything. Yeah. He just makes his movies.
Exactly.
And Brad Pitt was perfect in that role, yeah?
Yeah, well, he got the Oscar, I think, for it.
Really?
I think he did, yeah, for that one.
He was perfect.
He managed to get
I really enjoyed watching him.
It was a good one.
And DiCaprio was good as well. That flame.
But we have to do an actual movie review on it because it's so beautiful, man.
It was a beautiful movie.
Crazy.
Even the hippies played a magnificent role.
Yes.
The way they played their roles.
No, for me it was spot on,
man. Spot on.
2.5 hours well worth it.
Yes.
But that's another episode.
That's another episode. So I think
so Charles Bukowski
and
the post office. So overall, how should we do a spoiler alert or we leave it at that?
No, not really. No. Bukowski can be explained, but he can never be really understood. You have to read him.
I think he was a complex guy.
Too complex.
Yeah.
Massive contradictions.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So thanks for listening, guys. If you like it, please let us know. If you didn't like it, let us know as well.
Let us know, please. Whatever.
We didn't have trolls, but we had a couple of comments coming in from some previous episodes.
It was a bit.
So that's good.
You know.
So we won't go through. But we don't have any comments to make right now.
No.
Any detailed ones, but
I will appreciate some comments, even if they're vicious ones.
Yeah, we want vicious.
Yes,
we need
vicious.
So
don't worry, you just make fun of us, even our appearance. Don't worry, it's all right.
Exactly.
We can take it.
Okay, guys. Until the next one.
May your God be with you.
Indeed. Bye.
Bye.